Welcome to the Hot Mess Hacienda, where it's chaos in the back and healing in the front. I'm Antibiotics, and it's time to fill today's emotional prescription. Today's symptom is rage. Not irritation, not a little upset, rage. Because there is a very specific kind of pain that comes from watching your child get bullied and realizing you can't protect them with your body anymore. And nobody tells you what it does to you as a parent. They talk about the kid, they talk about resilience, they talk about confidence, but they don't talk about the way it rewires you. Because when your kid is being bullied, you're not just watching your child get hurt, you're watching their light start to dim. You're watching them second guess themselves. You're watching them change their personality just to survive. And that's the part that makes your soul go feral. It's not the bruised ego. It's not even the mean words. It's watching your kid start to ask themselves, am I too weird? Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? Should I stop talking about the things I love? Should I stop being me? Because bullying doesn't just hurt feelings. Bullying teaches children to edit themselves for safety. And if you're a parent watching that happen, your nervous system starts scanning the world like it's a threat map. You start listening differently. You start checking their face when they walk in the door. You start bracing for the next phone call. You start rehearsing what you'll say to the teacher, to the principal, to the parents. You start living in a quiet, exhausting state of what's happening when I'm not there. And here's what people don't understand. You're not being dramatic. This is your parental protective instinct hitting a wall it can't punch through. Because in your bones, you want to do what parents have done forever. Get between the danger and your child. And you can't. So your body stores the helplessness as anger. And it's not overprotective, it's grief. It's grief that your child is learning cruelty exists before they ever learned they were worthy. And the hardest part? Sometimes the bully is obvious, but sometimes the worst bullying doesn't look like bullying. It looks like exclusion, whispering, inside jokes, accidentally not saving them a seat. The whole class getting invited except your kid. Your child standing in a room full of people and still being alone. And that kind of bullying is the kind adults dismiss the fastest. They say, oh, they're just being kids. And you can't make people be friends. Maybe your kid is just sensitive. No, full stop right now. Our kids, not sensitive. Our kids are human, and humans are wired for belonging. So when you start feeling like you're too much for caring this deeply, I want you to hear me. You're not too much. You're a parent, and you are allowed to protect your kid loudly. You're allowed to escalate. You're allowed to document. You're allowed to ask the hard questions. You're allowed to be the adult in the room who refuses to let it be brushed off. Because the goal isn't to raise a child who can tolerate cruelty. The goal is to raise a child who knows, I don't deserve this. I'm allowed to ask for help. I'm allowed to leave spaces that harm me. I'm still me, even if they don't like me. So here's the protocol. When your kid is being bullied, don't just ask them what happened. Ask them what it made them believe. Because that's where the damage hides. And then you remind them over and over and over again, you're not the problem. You're not difficult to love. You don't have to shrink to be safe. You don't have to earn kindness. And here's the prescription. Your child's nervous system does not need a perfect parent. It needs a consistent one. The kind who believes in them. The kind who takes it seriously. The kind who teaches them that love doesn't require disappearing. So if you're a parent sitting there right now with rage in your chest, good. That rage is love with nowhere to go. So point it. Turn it into protection. Turn it into advocacy. Turn it into boundaries. And if nobody else is willing to be loud about it, be loud anyway. Your child is watching and they're learning from you that they're worth defending. And if this hit a nerve, if it made you feel seen, or if it reminded you what you needed when you were younger, keep it. Save it. Send it to a parent who needs it. Send it to the version of you that didn't have words yet. And if you're still listening, I appreciate you more than you know. Antibiotics out.